Holy shit, you guys. Okay, first and foremost, welcome back to another infrared tarot reading. But I just heard, somebody knows how to fast. Somebody knows, like, real divination, okay? Somebody, like, Odin sleep. Like, somebody knows how to do it, okay? There's different... Somebody knows that you fast, you isolate, you cleanse your temple, then you receive the answers from God. You have to clear your temple out in order to receive, like, true divine guidance, and also to allow God to take the wheel. Like, literally, you will feel an angelic presence. You will not feel like yourself, but you will be yourself. It's hard to explain. Anyways, the message that I'm receiving here is that somebody's family knows this and knew this was a generational curse that somebody had to heal. Somebody's family knew that their child was, this could be, you could be the child, or this could be a child in your life who you know, or this could be, you know what I mean? Like, just take what resonates. It could just also be, just take what resonates. Somebody's family knows that there was a child who knows how to tap into that channel and divine abundance. This is another way that you can get abundance too. Just meditate and focus on anything while you're fasting, and that will materialize for you. It's like clearing your temple to connect with God by but connecting without anything but yourself, if that makes any sense. It just clears out all of the astral travel interference, everything, okay? And it just, okay, I don't know how to explain it, but if you know, you know. Anyways, the message is that there's somebody who, I heard little girl, there's somebody who, it could be a boy too, but just take what resonates, okay? It's like somebody's family knows that this child knows how to pray to God before the child even knows that that's what they're doing, to pray to God. It's like this child has like an automatic like switch that like the spirit can turn on as like a panic switch, so that child knows and does what it needs to do in order to gain clarity in situations, or gain abundance in situations, or gain whatever it is that they need. Like, this is a switch. It is my understanding, and just take what resonates, but it is my understanding, it's my understanding, somebody needs to dodge these people, okay? It's my understanding, sorry, I digress. Let me get it back. I'm sorry, you guys, let me get this back. This is a very, very important message, but it's like somebody knew that this child had this activation switch, so to speak. Okay, we have a lot of activation switches within ourselves, okay? Some that we come into understanding later in life, kind of like a trust fund, you know what I mean? You give somebody a trust fund to, or you know what, this is such a weird analogy, but I'm going to say it. It's like kind of like a trust fund. You don't want to give a trust fund to somebody when they're too young, because you don't know that they're going to be responsible enough to handle it, okay? I don't know why that is the example that I'm using, but that is the example that I'm using, okay? That is not necessarily my personal opinion. I don't really fucking know what my personal opinion is on that, but okay, that's the example that we're using here, okay? But anyways, it's like, so sometimes it's like, so somebody's family on a spiritual level knew that this child had this activation switch, so to speak, and was manipulating this activation switch while this child was growing up. If you are this child, and I think that this is something that happens on a global scale, this is something that I think that we're healing as a generation, that has happened and may be happening to children. Oh God, I don't want to say that, but it's like, okay, I rebuke all negative energy in the name of Jesus. God bless the day, God bless the day, God bless the day. Okay, ancestors of the highest white light, what is the message? Ancestors of the highest white light, what is the message? Oh my God, you guys, this is like sad. But it's important because it's happening on a collective scale, okay? Because we have children, light workers, who are being implanted into families to help raise the frequency, and this has been happening for lifetimes, and spiritual warfare is recognizing patterns throughout lifetimes, okay, and making shifts and there are lots of different things, okay? And having the authority to be able to make quick shifts, and you know what I mean, and having the spiritual authority. Anyways, it's like this child has some switch or something like that they can turn on, where they have the spiritual authority, where they can connect to the divine, where they receive what it is that they want. And it's like there is some family who knows this before the child is, and they are essentially manipulating this gift for, they're creating an emotional attachment. I'm seeing on the sacral chakra, they're creating an emotional attachment, a survival, creating also I'm seeing with the base chakra as well, you know, manipulating or exploiting their needs to survive, right? To activate this so that the family somehow receives the blessings. But as I'm seeing this, it's the child is getting older, and it's almost like, so it's like if you were this child, it's like somewhere in your adolescence you started to get really, really sick and feel really, really tired. And you're also noticing that when you are around, and it's all, there's a lot of messages coming through. I'm also noticing that this was a generational curse, we'll say, okay? This was something that was generational, that created an energetic blueprint that created karmic cycles around this child, this chosen child, or these chosen children, okay? You see how the light shifted there a little bit, I feel like? All right, so it's like, and it's like Spirit's pissed about this, man. Okay, but I feel like this is happening on a collective scale too, because it's, yeah, we've got light workers that are being placed in homes, karmic homes, in order to break karmic cycles and call out karmic justice. So it's actually like a very brave thing, and it's really good and stuff like that. But it's also like, okay, so if you were this child and you, okay, but the message is for, I feel like it's for either an adult who has a child, or it's for an adult child. Okay, so, and it's like, or an adult who has a child that they like are kind of like watching on the astral plane too, or is kind of watching from a distance. I'm seeing too, like I'm seeing somebody like kind of behind the door, like kind of like looking in, and that is very specific. But it's like what I'm feeling called to share is to look for this. If you are the adult child, God, there's a lot to unpack here. If you are the adult child, look for this. This is a pattern. And somewhere in somebody's adolescence, it's like, this is why you were constantly always tired. It's like this generational curse and these karmic cycles have put you in a constant space of what your, it's like, it's so weird. It's like your solar plexus chakra, it's like somebody's solar plexus chakra is like so under active that it's having to be overactive. And it's like, oh, so many messages. And it's like, but it's like it's like something, it's like somebody needs to let go. I don't want to say this, but I kind of want to say this because this is the way that it's coming out. But it's kind of like somebody needs to let go. By letting go of your family, you're actually going to heal all of these karmic cycles, and you're going to have a new blueprint, a new energy blueprint. So somebody needs to go no contact with some family, just because on an energetic level that had been programmed, and now it needs to be dismantled. So, but there was another message. You guys, I don't know if I've already said this, but only take what resonates, and little bits and pieces may resonate with you, little bits and pieces may resonate with somebody else. My head hurts. Oh my God. The other message is, oh yeah, they were just, it's almost like the message I'm receiving is that by keeping somebody sick, they were almost keeping them in this sort of like divination state. Like I feel like somebody growing up was really, really tired and really sick all the time, and it was this energy that these attachments, or that this programming created to keep that child switch on, if that makes any sense, which made the child, and it could be an adult child, and I'm seeing like an adolescent as well, right? Just kind of like slow down. Like, I don't know, like maybe somebody had like a thyroid problem too, or maybe somebody has like something like that. I don't know, you guys. I feel like the message is like leaving now too. So, I think that that's it, you guys. I hope that this helps anybody. But there's definitely, you know, obviously, like, you know, there's spiritual warfare. There's, you know, things that are happening on the astral plane, and we're all, you know, disciplining ourselves to, you know, reach higher echelons of consciousness, also activating ourselves to reach, you know, higher levels of consciousness and authority, right? It's being disciplined, you know, being initiated, and because we are disciplined in our mind and in our body, and we listen to our spirit and doing the shadow work so that we are cleansing our temple to be able to listen to the spirit, and to be able to open up our gifts in a safe space. I think the light just changed there in 11:11. So I think I'm going to end the reading here. But this was a very important message, and it's just something about the other thing that I'm seeing too is with these children as they are coming out, as more and more kids are being born in different energies, it's shifting the energy. That's another message that's coming through. So like if the message is that it's like if you were questioning whether or not you should have children, congratulations, that's really nice, because the world, just my opinion, is it's not terribly kind. All right, so I have questioned having children myself, right? But there is something about having a safe space to have a child, which people are doing on a collective level in order to help raise the frequency, right? And as these children are being born, because I'm seeing like the adult child kind of probably had it a little, there's like, I'm seeing like as more generations of children are being born, these children are even being strengthened, and I'm seeing them almost being recycled back into families too. And I'm also hearing like some like older souls are like, no, fuck that shit. But it's like as more of them are lifting in consciousness and frequency, as more humans are taking the spirit and making that decision, right? It's like more light workers are filling in to families, and it's like what I'm seeing is just all light workers then, right? And I'm seeing like the earth just glowing, right? So I don't know, you guys just take what resonates, and yes, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here, and until next time. All right, bye.